What's happening, guys? It's Duddy. Thank you again for tuning in. We have another amazing show for you today. We catch up with our good friends from the band Cydeways. We have all your favorite segments, but before we get into that, I do have some big news for you guys about the future of the show. You all know my brother, the co-host of the show, Jake B. Well, unfortunately, he is going to be leaving the show. That's right. As in life, sometimes we have to make hard decisions, and this was a very hard decision for him. He loves the show, he loves all you guys, but he's got a lot going on right now. He's working really hard at a lot of different things. His family's growing, and unfortunately, this podcast right now, it just doesn't fall into those plans. I completely understand. We're going to miss him. I'm sure he will be stopping in from time to time to say hi to you guys. The show will continue. This show and next week's show were both pre-recorded episodes, so my brother will still be with us. Jake, we got Jake for 2 more weeks, but after that, I believe it's January 26th, I will be doing the show alone. I will be riding solo from there on out, so thank you guys for sticking with us. It's going to be a wild ride. Hold on, let's go. Hey, welcome to the show. Feeling good with Duddy. That's me. Let's go.
All right, we are back with another episode of Feeling Good with Duddy, the show that points at the world, has a laugh, points in the mirror, and has a laugh. Fairest of the fair, bravest of them all, that's us. And oh yeah, by the way, we also have live music. I'm Jake Bushnell, a barber here in Southern California and the co-host of this show. Let me introduce you to the host, my brother, guitar player, singer of the Dirty Heads, one half of the Roman Duddy Project. Here he is, everybody, Duddy B.
What is happening? That's right. We are back with another episode of Feeling Good with Duddy, and we do have our good friend Cydeways. Was this our 3rd time here, Jake?
Yes, 2nd time as a full-blown interview guest, right?
Yeah, and then they were here for the
3rd time as
100th.
like being on the show.
Yeah.
Going for the hat trick.
Going for the hat trick. So
Yes.
you know it's going to be a good episode. Not much in DH news going on right now. Me and Jared are in the midst of writing, for the new album. We are putting together a new album. So we're just kind of doing some writing sessions right now and getting ready for that. We do next month have the Cali Vibes, which is over there at the Queen Mary in Long Beach, California. If you haven't gone to this show before, I believe it was called One Love the last few years. Now it's Cali Vibes, which are all 4 words in the 12 words that can be used to explain every single reggae.
There are 12 words.
Yes.
Those fit, Cali Vibes fit firmly into the 12. Those
dude.
might be 2 of the most used of the 12 words that make up the name of every reggae festival ever. Cali Vibes. I do have to just laugh every time I say it. It is so...
It's great.
It is great. Well,
Cali vibes, Cali roots.
I
Roots
love how you guys bring that up. Yeah.
Cali
stand
roots.
up
so
fast. But,
High,
rise
something
to
high.
One love.
One love.
And that... Can I take umbrage? Why can we only have one? I get what they're saying. One communicative love. Why not have 10 loves?
It's called polygamy.
Scene.
We'll
fucking
sing
hard five.
Jake,
all right.
You know the melody of One Love?
What do you mean? The song?
Yeah. Do you know the melody?
Bing, bing. This one? Bing. Wait, am I wrong? Wait, no. Tell me. What's the medley?
I'm just saying, but like there's,
The melody.
I don't know, but just.
One love, right?
Yes.
Oh, ho, ho, yeah,
Now sing
right.
that with 10.
10 loves.
It's not as good. It's
yeah,
not
that's
as
a
good.
very good point. Jesus. Well, fuck me, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Feeling Good with Duddy. So you and Jared are writing for a new album. We got the Cali One Love Vibes Fest coming out here in Long Beach, LBC, and then we've got the guys from Cydeways. Just bring them on right now, right, Duddy? There's nothing else to get to.
There was, but I'll bring them on, and then we'll get into that, Jake.
Okay.
There's 2 things to read up there. He read one of them and then said nothing else, right?
Oh, I do see it, but it's too late. They've already been talking. So we have the singer. We've got Dustin Parks, which we call Duddy P when he's on this show, right? And then we've got Casey Kernahan.
There we go.
Yes.
That
Right.
never happens. Yeah.
I think I even pronounced it right last time, and you praised me. Was this true?
yeah.
So
That's
double praise. I'm stoked on
2
that.
for 2.
We were gonna tell you guys before we brought you guys on. We were gonna tell something funny that Duddy's son said, but why not tell it now that we've already introduced you to everybody? So Duddy.
Rip it.
No, so I don't know if when you guys were on, every now and then we get blessed with a Jack fact, which is my son. He says just hilarious shit. And I don't know if there was one on the show that you guys were on.
I think there was actually. I do remember one. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we've had some great ones. And this isn't exactly a Jack fact. This is more Jack advice. And my wife takes him to school in the morning. And apparently a couple weeks ago, there was some show, and it's either on K-Rock or like 98.7. And it's like their morning show they do where they play music and they have like the guys that talk. They play a segment called The Morning Mess. And it's one of those like cheating things where like someone calls in like, oh, my boyfriend's been cheating on me and I found out this way, or they help the person like catch their fucking other one cheating or whatever.
Fake radio cheating stories. We've all heard.
We've heard these things. So my son, 10 years old, well, he'll be 10 in February. He like loves this show now. So every morning he's like, we got to get out. He's like always telling my wife, he's like, we got to get out by this time so I can catch the morning mess. You know, he's like, loves it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's insane, right? So my wife comes back after dropping him off the other day and she goes, oh my God. She goes, listen to what Jack says. So they're listening to The Morning Mess and it was a girl calling in and just telling a story about her boyfriend, you know, and it was, which she did one of the most fucked up things. Like I've heard this go down before where it's like, don't do that. This is messed up. So she's a bitch as well. But she did where she's like, I was at a party and my boyfriend was really drunk. So I had my, hot friend go like hit on him and and ask him if like he wants to go home with her. Like that's already kind of fucked up. Like don't put your man in that position on purpose. Like,
he's wasted. You're setting him up.
He's wasted. And apparently, he's like, yeah, I'm down, Yeah, right?
You still shouldn't do that, listeners.
Either. You both suck. You should not be together.
This
You're
is
a bitch
entrapment.
and he's
That's
a cheater.
bullshit.
Get
Yeah,
out.
this is
entrapment. But it's entrapment.
You're
But yeah,
both
so
horrifying.
whatever. So there, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, but my wife tells me like that my son's like, well, if he really was drunk, like I can see that, but if he was sober, that's a red flag.
Dude, no way. So for all the listeners out there,
that's
Duddy's
awesome.
9-year-old son. If you send your
sober.
hot friend over to a drunk dude and he goes home, if he's wasted, still be with that man, according
Yes.
to your 9-year-old son. Give him, it's not
Yes.
his fault totally. But if he was sober,
That's a red flag.
that's a red flag.
Wow.
That's a Jerry Springer episode in the making.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there. Yeah, 100%.
That's awesome.
I love that. That's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
Of course, I can picture
Yeah.
him saying it, and I can't wait to see him when we get together for Christmas, so I can make fun of him endlessly for that, and it'll be
no,
great.
So he's great. He always says great shit, but enough about that.
What a gangster.
So,
he always says great shit.
he does. He always says great ass shit.
So Cydeways, dude.
Yeah.
Since you guys were last in, we you guys were on tour.
Yeah,
were seeing a lot
we did
of
a
you
summer
online.
tour. Actually, our first full U.S. summer tour
Nice one.
Yes.
with Cashed Out and Bikini Trail.
Yep.
We were here last time. Bikini
Bonsai.
Trail.
They've
Yes.
both
Bonsai.
guests of the show.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we were here for
Seasoned
the
veterans.
anniversary, right? The anniversary show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was a fucking awesome time, man. It was so rad to travel and see everything, see all the states, and yeah, it was really cool.
So was that the longest tour as well?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like
yeah, it definitely was.
8 weeks.
I think it was
Ooh, 8
8
weeks.
weeks.
That's a good one. That's a
yeah,
long
8
one.
weekers. Yeah.
Once you get around that month, that's when you really start to kind of like see who's cut out for it or not.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Some hit their stride
Yeah,
and some.
yeah.
Are we gonna do this or are we
But
not gonna
no,
do this? Yeah.
we held it together. No strangulations or anything like
Yeah.
that. We did good.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you did tell me that you had something happen on this tour.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a lot of trials and
it wasn't that
tribulations.
something happened,
Yeah,
but
it's
so Casey and I have the same birthday, and the tour ended on our birthday, and we were partying the whole time, but that night we were like, let's fucking go for it. We partied super fucking hard, and then I think it was the next day we got a hotel in Myrtle Beach because we love Kenny Powers and we've never been to Myrtle Beach. Have you guys watched Eastbound and Down?
Oh, yeah.
ever?
Oh, yeah.
So we were like, we have to go to Myrtle Beach, get a hotel and just fucking tear it up. And so we get down there. I get this hotel for dirt cheap. You get you know, a 3-bedroom kind of like suite, and it's like $120. I'm like, how's this possible?
Giving it away.
Thing's got 3 pools, 3 hot tubs on the beach, and I'm like, why is this so cheap? And we get there, and it's just like family, kids galore, just screaming, running around.
Not
and we're
what
like
you were looking for.
We're like pretty hungover, and so we're like, fuck it, let's just like, you know, party super hard, and we drank our asses off. And the next day we had to get another night because we were just brutally hungover, couldn't move, shakes, everything.
No chance of getting in the van.
Everything. And
And you guys are supposed to be driving home at this point?
yeah, so we were like, we need another night just to like cure the hangover. And like, I went outside and I heard a screaming
On the
kid,
complete
and I was like, I
other
need to go
side
back
of the
in.
country,
Yeah, like
too.
we're in this dark room, like it's like beautiful weather out, and we're like in our covers, like, dude, we got to get out of here. And so me and Casey are like in the same room, and he's in the next room over, and we're watching TV or whatever, like both calming each other down, like, we're gonna be fine, man, everything's gonna be okay. Like, we just got the shakes,
some
you know,
water,
whatever.
bud?
And then all of a sudden, Jeremy comes in from the other room with his hand on the door and goes, dude, I don't feel good, man. Like, I don't know if we need to go to the hospital or not. And it was just, we started dying laughing because we were like, dude, we just like calmed down.
Well, it was also me and him we were in each bed, and I was kind of thinking like, fuck, dude, I might need to go to the hospital. Like, I don't really know. Like, it's definitely a thought in my mind. And Dustin's seeing it too. And then Jeremy comes out and is like, there's a chance. Like, I might need to go to the hospital. Like, I don't know. Like,
Jeremy, what happened,
we're all
dude?
fucking like,
What happened to
Like,
him?
Jeremy, we just calmed down, dude.
Yeah.
All of a sudden now, all our anxiety is going through the roof.
It was one of those things where I was kind of like, well, if he's down, I'm down to the hospital. Like, I don't know. Like,
And then
I was on the fence
I don't want to set the tone, but like,
I
that
would
sounds.
love all three of you
Yeah.
walking. We're all 3 dying.
Maybe.
Well, what's your problem? We just don't feel good. No, we made
Did
the
you guys
joke.
did you even attempt like hair of the dog?
No, we did it all.
Tall cans in the room and like
Detox is a retox.
we were just
did all that
making
stuff.
the biggest joke, like, oh yeah, what if like all 3 of us Cydeways guys just went to the hospital?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Well, the dilemma is,
Oh my God.
I was
Three-fourths of the band Cydeways was admitted
Yeah.
to the hospital
Yeah.
for drunken. Wait, I still don't know why Jeremy needed to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Is it
Well,
the same
we can't
thing?
tour at
we
all.
were just all on a heater.
Okay, because you all got trashed.
Me and
All right,
Casey
all right.
were in the same room, and he's in the next room over, so he
Yeah.
had no one to calm him down or anything, talk to.
gotcha.
So all of a sudden he comes in and goes, I need help, guys.
That is true. If you're hungover alone, then you panic. If you're hungover with someone else and you're both you both feel like shit.
Yeah.
You want that well, misery loves company, I guess is the quote, right? And it's true.
Yeah.
You didn't have anybody. Poor Jeremy didn't have anybody.
He
And
didn't
it's
have
like,
anybody,
and
man.
hangover, like, though, like in a shitty hotel room out on the road, like sucks. Like you said, like
it was the come down too, the whole
Yes.
tour, and it
It's
was
a
our
lot.
birthday.
8 weeks,
We
his
hit,
birthday,
we might
yeah.
hit some
Yeah.
party favors and all that didn't help.
yeah. But
And
if you like,
it was-
you're
yeah,
right.
it
Though
was
it's like who
brutal.
you're hungover with. Where like if you're hungover with like your chick in your comfortable house and you're like ordering food and watching fucking Netflix or something, you're like, all right, being hungover ain't so bad. This is kind of nice, you know.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It was the worst. We went down like to the pools. We're like, all right, we'll sweat it out. We'll get in the hot tub. You look in the hot tub. There's like 4 Band-Aids floating around. There's just nothing like 300-pound dudes with tribal
Kenny
tattoos.
Powers.
And it's like,
my
it's just Kenny Powers
Yeah.
in this fucking place. And we're like, it was the worst. No offense to, what was it, North or South? Where's North
Carolina, Myrtle
North Carolina.
Beach.
No offense to North Carolina.
Myrtle
but
Beach parties, dude.
Myrtle Beach. I don't know. I never,
Yeah.
never
Florida
want to
is
step back. Yeah.
Gnarly. We've talked about
Well,
it a
that's not
billion
Florida.
times on the show. It's a billion. Wait, what?
That's not
Oh
Florida.
no, that's South Carolina.
Myrtle Beach.
Where's
It's one of the
Myrtle Beach?
Carolinas.
It's one of the Carolinas.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, in my mind,
Yeah.
I keep picturing Florida the whole time, which is swelteringly hot. Was it
yeah,
that there?
Florida
It
is
was,
much
yeah.
better.
So
Yeah.
still horrible in that
Yeah.
way. That's what I was
Yes.
thinking.
No,
It's
We all
hard to
got
go outside
COVID
anyway.
we all got COVID in Florida.
Oh, so
which
that's
is
good.
Oh,
So,
perfect.
Yeah.
We did.
So we,
Anything else could happen on the tour, boy? It was
Yeah,
a great
yeah. How's
tour.
that-
We
how's
almost
that tour
died.
sound?
So did
Yeah.
you guys miss some shows?
We should
because
have
of
just
that?
gave up.
we had to cancel. So we got COVID. So the tour started in Florida. So we drove out to Florida.
By the way, never start your tour in Florida during COVID.
Drive from California to Florida. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're playing beer pong with the cashed out horn section. And then the next day they go, hey, our horn player's got COVID. Oh. Like, well, I was just sharing fucking pong cups with that guy. And so,
Oh no!
and so we finished Florida or whatever. And so we get to Corpus Christi and our bass player Daniel was like, hey guys, I'm not like feeling so hot. And we were like, whatever. It's just the heat. Like you're dehydrated, whatever. And it gets
Suck
a
it up,
COVID
dude.
test. positive, and I was like, well, I just shared a twin bed with him last night, and we were all in a hotel room and in beds for 8 hours, we're in the van for 8 hours a day kind of thing. And so we canceled all of our Texas dates, but if we didn't get it in Florida, we would have 100% got it in Texas, so didn't stand a chance. So we canceled Texas. So we drove to Florida, played 5 shows.
In those 2 states. That's crazy.
Seriously. But we played 5 shows in Florida, drove back to California, and then started back in
so pretty much we drove to Florida, played 5 shows, and drove back to California.
And then drove back.
I just still can't get over the horn players having COVID. Because if you don't know as a horn player for several shows, you're just out there
everywhere. They're spitting everywhere, dude.
It's the most projectile way to get COVID out into the open
that
is
bastard
blowing
had to play beer pong with us. What a
feeling
fucking
the
dick.
whole
He knew he
rhythm.
had it.
What was that? What did they call it? It was a spray zone, or was like,
Oh, the spray zone. Are you talking about like the first 3 rows of a concert?
or like I remember when COVID first happened, it was like it wasn't super spreader. That was more of just an event.
Yeah. Any
But there was
event is
too,
a
it
super
was like
spreader.
this, But he's just the horn guy.
just out there.
He's just shooting that across the room.
Remember Gallagher, the old comedian that would just
bash
fucking watermelons on stage, and then the whole first rows had they would come with. Do you guys know this? There was a comedian when we were younger. We're older than you boys. Luke, what are you fucking cross-contaminating the cast?
Luke
What are you
is
guys talking
talking to me mid-show. He's saying that Gallagher sends Luke emails.
All right, that's
songs he writes.
hyper unimportant. But there was a comedian named Gallagher who smashed watermelons on stage, and it would go all over the front row, and that was part of his gag. And they would come with plastic sheets. Anyway, that's what you'd have to do with the horn playing COVID band. All right. Anything else horrifying about the tour? Any highlights, guys?
Well, great. I think
This is the most honest.
It's
Casey and I
highs and lows. It's all.
Casey and I just bar hopped the entire United
we did.
States.
It was like a
So we
martini
just hit-
tour. We got a martini.
Yeah, martini tour and just
Very
good
classy.
food, good restaurants.
But
And I've been a bartender in restaurants forever, so it was like pretty rad to just like go to restaurants and just kind of just try all the food out and all that stuff. That was like the highlight for me.
That's my
See how
favorite
they
part.
do
of
Besides playing the
traveling,
shows, I love playing the shows too. But
I will say, so the tour started in Florida. So we drove back, and then it ends in North Carolina. And so Daniel, our bass player, on the last show had flown home to go to his wedding. It was like the day before or something like that.
congratulations, man.
Yeah. It was like day before his wedding. So it was us
he had
three.
COVID, but
it was us 3 on this bender in Myrtle Beach or whatever. And so we're driving the van back from Myrtle Beach to California. And we stopped through Texas, which is where my girlfriend lives. So we stayed there for a couple days. And we're driving this van back, and the check engine light's been on for like most of the tour. And the cashed out guys who like know their way around an engine are like, it's fine, don't worry about it. Like, you can run that thing into the ground. You can sleep well.
What they're
at night.
built for, man.
Yeah, it's what they're built for, man. So we get 2 hours outside of Fort Worth in this town called Clydesville.
Clydesville. Spelled like Cydeways too, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it C-Y-D?
Wow. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Meant to
Yeah,
be.
it's
Calling, dude.
Clydesville.
It's calling. We're going to break down here.
And driving this thing, and all of a sudden, gas pedal doesn't work. This thing, RPM shoot up, whatever. So luckily we had enough momentum to roll off to the exit. And then we're just stuck in this shit Texas town.
Sorry, Clydesville.
Yeah, sorry. Can we add that? Yeah.
Love the spell.
I think it's small enough that they won't.
Yeah, it's a 300 population.
This
It's like
podcast actually has a huge fan base there.
it's definitely a Texas
gonna be
chainsaw.
here.
I think it was called
100%
Clydesville.
Clydesville.
Anyway, it was this fuckhead town.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it.
But anyway, so this van totally takes a shit, and so it's me, Dustin, and Jeremy, and so we like get it towed to this, I don't know, fucking mechanic or whatever
Of some sort.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
was Labor Day, and then
We also walk like 4 miles down the freeway just to
Yeah,
find
like
a
4 miles.
Oh,
Yeah.
the saddest walk.
anything. Yeah,
You
yeah.
ever
Texas
drive by
is
someone
Yeah,
mid
I think we
just
stopped
like,
and like got tall cans just to like.
You have to.
just
round
fucking-
out. Texas in August, just as bad as it gets,
Yeah.
And so we get to the mechanic, and they're like, "Hey, it's Labor Day weekend, and we're booked up. And this is on like a Sunday. You can get to it next Monday." And we're like, "All right, well, what do you think it is?" And they're like, "Probably about $6,000. That's what we're looking at."
They're like, yeah, man, the light's been on. You should have.
According to the computer, the light's been on for 3 months.
Yeah, so
$6,000.
we can turn that off for
but we
$6,000.
can't get to it till next week.
Yeah, it was like
and
7 days or something.
Yeah.
Wow. Next Monday.
Yeah,
We're like,
next Monday. And so we were like, holy shit, like, there's just no way.
Can't
And so-
hang out in Clyde, Texas
living here.
for
yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
talk about this tour forever.
Yeah, good, yeah.
Continue
It was
on.
a good first one on the belt.
And so then we walk another like 3 miles, alongside the highway. It was like a Joe Dirt
Yeah.
fucking scene.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
3 shirtless guys
Oh, yeah.
trucking to
Yeah.
some U-Haul rental, which was this guy who owned like a farm who happened to have a couple U-Haul trucks. But it was like the ones with the big beds. It was like a 20-foot U-Haul because you can't take a U-Haul truck out of state lines or something like that. So whatever. So we have this 20-foot U-Haul with a 6-foot trailer. We had to get it and go get our trailer.
Oh, wow.
6-foot
Yeah.
fucking trailer is the stupidest looking scene.
There's nothing in the bed for the
There's
U-Haul.
nothing in the bed. Yeah.
Because you couldn't take
Yeah.
you couldn't take the U-Haul truck.
Truckers were passing you going, what the
Yeah,
It
so we
was-
couldn't get a truck like out of state. We couldn't bring it to
You can't
California.
get like a pickup truck.
Yeah.
You need to get
and
these
so we look like
big,
jackasses, dude.
like, so fucking stupid and so.
And yeah.
And
Wait,
so-
now you're all sitting in the
So
front.
now
of a
3 of us sitting like the middle
Exactly.
seat
Oh my
fucking
goodness
sucked,
gracious.
dude. It
Yeah, if
was
you've ever been
so
in a
brutal.
U-Haul, it's 3 seats. Like
Straight up.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
So
no
you're
recline.
sardine for
You
another
gotta pull
24
over, like I can't feel my
hour
legs. Like
drive.
it was brutal.
And so we had to pull over in like Arizona or something like that. And we were like, all right, let's just sleep in the bed of this U-Haul because there's nothing
Let's
in it.
utilize the bed. for something.
So we camped out in the back of it, and then actually the Iration guys were making fun of us because they watched our Instagram story. And they're like, "Oh, been there, done that," because we had all like me and Jeremy at least had beds like in this U-Haul with nothing in it, and then attached our trailer. It's like we fucking look like idiots.
But yeah, the big concern is
Oh
that
my God.
someone's going to come and shut this
Lock
fucking
you in.
lid
That's
and
what I
steal
was-
your
I
trailer.
was scared
So
about.
I slept in the fucking cab of the U-Haul, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I
So
slept
we-
across the
we
seat.
asked
So
him-
just in case I hear
Someone
some
has to be on the
banging.
outside.
We asked him to
of
see
that.
me
Yeah.
outside because I was worried. I'm like, what if I wake up and like it's closed? I can't get out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
as soon as
you
the
know?
Arizona sun comes
Oh
up,
my
or whatever,
God.
you're
Fuck,
done.
yeah.
Luckily that
Yeah.
didn't happen.
Yeah.
and we'd have to wake up Casey.
But that's the kind of shit you look back and remember. Like, honestly, you remember that night we slept in the back of that fucking
Yeah,
U-Haul
I
truck
know,
in the
I
middle of
know.
nowhere. Like, that.
It's honestly the best sleep I've had that whole tour, though.
I bet. Yeah, you probably
It was
had more
great,
room.
dude. It was like,
You probably had more
tons of
room than
room.
you'd had, yeah.
it's pitch black. Oh, it was great.
But so we left it there, and then it belongs to our bass player Daniel. So he had to fly back out to Texas to pick it up when the repairs were done and
Yes.
drive it back solo from.
Nobody was like,
Lights
fucking
out.
into.
And it ended up being a lot cheaper than the fucking
Yeah,
guy
what was
told
it?
us. Obviously.
$600
Oh
on a
my
$6,000
Oh,
quote.
so there was an extra zero on
He
that?
So I think
wrote
they
an extra
were,
zero.
Yeah, or they were just fucking with
Just
us.
smart.
I don't
Daniel's
know.
smart
Yeah.
enough to
I
go.
don't know,
I'm gonna
$6,000? I don't
go
know.
check this
Yeah.
check this van out and see if it's actually $6,000.
But we had to call him. It was his.
Oh yeah, that's the best part.
It was it day before his wedding? So his
it's
wedding
rehearsal
dress,
dinner.
rehearsal dinner
Rehearsal
for his
dinner.
wedding. We call him. We're like, hey, we're broke down in this
It
spectacular
was kind of
Texas
like
town.
The Hangover,
and,
you know, when they call the wife.
Yeah. And your van is broken down. They're saying it's probably about $6,000 and we can't stay here for a week.
no.
So we're getting in the U-Haul and like, we got to go.
But I hope your dinner's great tonight.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Like,
congratulations.
Yeah,
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 exactly.
somebody put this on you about what do you want to do, man?
And, yeah.
Yeah,
But,
dude.
all this, the van's
All's good.
back.
Made it back.
In 1 or 2 pieces.
And
I
we're
don't
gonna start
know.
touring
Yeah.
again.
Beautiful.
The most honest tour review of all time. How was the tour? It was great. It was
Yeah.
fun. What happened? Boom.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was like, tell us about the tour. I didn't hear one thing about a show.
No.
Oh, no.
We got
Well,
super
because you get the
drunk
show,
and
you
then
play
we
the
got-
show.
The show was
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
The show was
yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
You
Here's
know what
my
happened at the
favorite.
show.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what happened at the show.
Yeah.
My favorite is some of the highlights in the tour.
Because the shitty stuff is way over the highlights because
yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
way more funny.
Listeners, what do you want to hear us say? It was great. It was great to see
Yeah.
everyone out there. No,
Yeah,
they
we
want to
crushed
know
it
that you
every
guys.
night.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a
Almost
shit.
didn't make it
Yeah.
home.
You want to hear the
Insane.
downside of what
Yes.
we went through.
Yeah.
Is what you
Right.
want to hear.
They're like,
Speaking of
thank
downsides,
God.
what do you guys have planned for 2022?
We will be.
Let's keep it plummeting here.
Oh yeah, there's a reason for this, guys. They told us
Blackball
way
us
back.
right
Yeah.
there. Well, we had an excellent winter tour that is going to be postponed till next year. So
Our
it'll
friends from
still-
a particular island that shall remain nameless.
Going to town. So hopefully it happens next year, but we will be on a spring and summer tour.
Spring and summer. We got our album coming out in spring or summer. I don't know.
Yeah, album's coming out. And also, we were actually submitted to the Dirty Head Summer Tour. So if you guys want to reach out and harass Duddy to put us on,
Yeah,
that would be fantastic.
DMs to Duddy on
DMs to Duddy, say, we want
Instagram.
Cydeways on your summer tour, and it might happen.
Yeah, you can email me at cydeways.com.
Yeah. Well, we got his phone number right here, so feel free to shoot.
Yeah.
us.
603. Yeah.
That's funny because I've been hitting my tour management up and being like, what is going on this summer? Like,
Well,
we
you
haven't
figured it
even-
out. It's
yeah,
right in front
I
of you.
guess it's us and Cydeways.
I mean, I didn't. I'm the guy to tell you. Someone else would tell you that.
Hey man, you got to shoot your shot. And hearing just the horror of this past summer, which I'm sure you guys had a lot of fun because we all,
Yeah.
like we said, the
We
beginning.
had an absolute blast, man. It was
the good
so
news
fun.
is all the people in those bands are fucking the best.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
rad people.
Yeah.
So you had fun, but the horror stories were great. And then so
Yeah.
that's it. 2022 winter tour, unfortunately gone, but you guys
Yes.
do have an album coming out, and then you're going to tour the shit out of that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And maybe with the Dirty Heads. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I take it on that
It's
new
up to
album,
them. It's up to them. They got to vote.
I know some people in the band. I'll talk to them.
Yeah,
But on this new album that you guys are putting out, I take it there's some songs on it.
Yes.
There's a couple songs on it. Actually, the first song on the record was called Gold, and it's produced by the Dirty Heads bass player, as well as Jungle Josh.
That is awesome. Can we hear that song right now?
Absolutely.
All right, you guys, we got Cydeways performing live right now. This song is called Gold off their new album, produced by none other than our own boy, Dave, from the Dirty Heads. That's right. Here it is. Enjoy.
All right, the song's called Gold.
Find it funny, we still feel ugly. We work so hard just to make a little money, right? So deceiving, everything that we believe in feels within our arm's reach. We find it hard to breathe in. Now I can sit here and just preach about my life, right? Making up excuses why I'm on it in the limelight. It's so hard, everything is going wrong. Need to shut the fuck up so everyone can sing along. Waiting so long, show us what we need to learn. Sometimes I feel I should just toss away and watch it all burn. And you come my way, let my sun shine down, wanna feel okay. Well, I be living on my own, she say so lovable, sweeter than a honeycomb. Let me be sad, she's so lovely. Always get down while she stay classy. Bright gold, not a second too old. Wanna keep you in my arms, never let you go. Me and you, let it flow while we stay so true. I wanna know if you feel me too. Stay together till the sun burn through. Yes, I do, always loving you. Now every time I open my eyes, see what I can grab, then I rip it aside. Never ending circle, never seem to arise. Maybe some way I can overcome what's inside. Help me lock down, or we can relate. Our lifestyle so good, only music can make. I like living in a dream full of wonderful noise. Up in the clouds, hear me out. I like to enjoy it. Still I'm waiting so long. Show us what we need to learn. Sometimes I feel I should just toss away and watch it all burn. And you come my way, let my sun shine down, wanna feel okay. Well, I be living on my own, she say so lovable, sweeter than a honeycomb. Let me be sad, she's so lovely. Always get down while she stay classy. Bright gold, not a second too old. Wanna keep you in my arms, ever let you go. And you come my way, let my sunshine down, wanna feel okay. Well, I be living on my own, she say so lovable, sweeter than a honeycomb. Let me be said, she's so lovely, always get down while she's say classy. Bright gold, not a second too old, wanna keep you in my arms, never let you go. Wanna keep you in my arms, never let you go. Wanna keep you in my arms, never let you go.
Yes. Thank you guys. That was amazing. Dave did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dave, yeah.
Dave did that.
Yeah.
I'm going to
really
stop
did it.
telling him he's worthless.
That's why it sounds so good, man.
Yeah.
Dave's a sneaky guy. Like he's always in the bushes. He doesn't say much, but then he's like a super good illustrator. He's making
He is.
beats. He's kind of doing
Yes.
a million things.
Yeah.
This is Dave Farrell from the Dirty Heads. Pharrell.
See,
I love how
okay,
half
so
the
I was
people
going to
say it
pronounce
half
his
the way.
name, and I was like,
Pharrell.
on the way down here, I was like, is it Pharrell or is it Pharrell? Like, I didn't know.
It's one of those.
Pharrell
It's
Williams.
Pharrell.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Pharrell. That's
Okay,
why.
that's what I thought.
I even
Okay.
caught myself because it's like, dude, it's one of those things where half the people say half
That's
the
why I
thing.
said Dave from the Dirty Heads. Too
They're like,
nervous
please
to
say his last name, dude.
Well, Dave should not be slapped, but I do have a few people that should, Jake.
Yes, you know how Duddy likes to slap people doing stupid things in the world. Where he's going to tell us about some stupid things now. This is You Should Be Slapped.
Yeah. And this first one, it's just, I wouldn't slap you necessarily. I would slap this out of your face and I'd be like, what are you doing?
Yes.
There's other things that you can eat.
Oh, are people? I wonder if people are guessing right now what you're about to slap out of someone's hand.
I feel like if
It's
you're
the new
walking down
year.
the street or if you're anywhere and it is any time beyond, if you're January 1st and beyond, you cannot eat a candy cane. I'm sorry. Candy canes are for December only.
Therefore, so leading up to Christmas, cane it up,
Sure.
and then you give everybody on Earth. So New Year's Eve, you're eating your last of the candy canes.
I think once it hits 12, it should be like, cool, candy canes are gone till next year in December. Like,
I actually agree with you,
you
on
know,
that.
When do they start? Yeah, when do they start? Candy
you
canes.
could, I'll give you 1
After
month.
Thanksgiving, or is it December?
No,
1st?
just wait
It's
till
gotta
December.
be. Yeah, it's
December.
gotta
Wait
be.
till
It's
December.
gotta be.
When do
does
the
make
Christmas
sense.
lights go up in your place?
Ooh, good question.
You guys, they went up a little early for me this year, and strictly because my daughter is a Christmas psychopath.
Yeah, she's into it.
She's like obsessed with it. Like at least 10 times a day, she just walks through the house and goes, I love Christmas. Which is great. The Christmas vibe is always strong in our house. But no, actually, I think I put them up about December 1st-ish.
Oh, no,
Okay.
that's
That's
reasonable.
reasonable.
That's not
I
early.
was
Yeah.
thinking pre-Thanksgiving.
December
No,
first,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
They went on like probably around December
What's your
1st.
favorite Christmas movie?
It's probably Elf right now. Like I love that
Dude,
movie.
No,
Elf
it
is
really
the
is.
shit.
Elf is really good. It
been
never gets
watching that.
old. We watch it
I
every
actually
year.
watched the documentary on them making Elf,
Yeah.
and it was originally supposed to be Chris Farley. Do you guys know that?
No.
How crazy is that?
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could picture him
They
doing
originally
it.
wanted Chris Farley, which is so
I want
wild.
to watch that documentary.
Oh, it's so good. It's
I didn't know
actually
that
on
was a
Netflix.
thing.
Shout out Netflix.
So I heard a
It's
crazy-
really
Is it
good.
Netflix?
It's really good. Yeah, and they actually have Home Alone too, and it's really good.
Yeah, Luke.
Oh,
look
the
this up
movies
to-
that made us or
to
whatever.
Facts.
Yes,
what it
that's
is?
what it
Okay,
is.
I
That's what
just
it is.
haven't
And they
seen that
say like
episode.
Home Alone. I watched that one too. It's like
Yep, I saw that
the
one.
reasons that it almost didn't
No,
come
not
out.
that. Hold on.
And all that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
But-
really good.
Well, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Christmas Vacation. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think
That's a
that's
good one.
top for me. Yeah,
That's a good one.
That
Yeah.
one's amazing too.
Also, I think Bad Santa. I do love as
Bad
well.
Santa's good.
so
Santa's good.
fucking
And you know
funny.
what, man?
I'm
But
going
Elf
Christmas
is right.
Vacation. I think you change because I realized I watch that one like every year too.
Yeah.
You know what? Coming to America.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not completely,
But it is
But it is a
Christmassy.
lot of Christmas stuff going on in there. I like that one every year.
You know which one I love? I watch every year.
Don't.
Krampus.
See, I haven't watched it. I've never seen it.
Seen that one.
Do you
haven't
like
seen-
horror films?
So this is funny. I was actually gonna ask my girlfriend because someone was talking about this the other day. I'm like, we need to watch Krampus. I've never seen it. So like, people are saying it's like pretty good.
It's surprisingly good. It's like a scary Christmas film, and it's about kind of like this Christmas demon guy
which
that
is
like
so crazy.
comes out if you make like a dark wish of some sort, like right. Like he makes
Halloween and Christmas together.
Yeah, and it's like
Krampus. Is it Krampus or is it Krampus?
Is it Krampus?
What'd you say? Krampus?
I said Krampus. It's probably Krampus.
Floral too. Fuck me, right?
I've been known to say things very wrong.
Also, as a family man, like you, definitely Elf is the
Elf is
way
great.
to go.
And
That's
another
the
one
best.
we do every year or two, which is they're good. Home Alone 1 and 2, solid flicks.
Yeah.
What about? It's technically, I guess it's Thanksgiving. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, totally.
I mean, I know it takes place on Thanksgiving, but it's a holiday.
It's a
fucking
holiday.
flick.
It's a holiday.
Oh yeah, he's like trying to get his ass home for the holiday.
Then you got
I haven't watched
John
that in
Candy?
so long. John Candy.
God.
The rental car scene is the fucking best.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
watch
You know, I never
that.
saw that
Watch
movie
that.
until I was like a little older, and I just appreciate the humor so much.
Trying to rent a
It's
car on the
so
holiday.
good.
It reminded me of
'Cause
your
you just-
airport disaster that we were listening
my
to on
God.
the way
pissed
down.
off and
Yeah.
Doesn't he gets caught in a car with like a folk band or something in that movie too? I
Yes.
gotta watch that again, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking about it.
It's great.
That's a good idea.
That's such a good one.
Yeah.
But I'm doing something right now because I feel like last year, Duddy, you brought up Krampus again, right?
Yeah.
And I
Have
was
you
like,
never watched it?
I watched
Yeah,
it
see,
when it
yeah.
first came out. I don't
Pull up
remember
the trailer, dude. I
but
didn't see
you
this.
really like it,
Yeah.
and I love horror, so I'm doing this
Like
right now.
the
Sorry,
creature
guys,
in
but-
it is actually like
Kinda
cool and
lurky.
creepy looking, and like there's a handful of
reminder.
scenes in it where just the visuals are really dope.
So, like, was it a good movie?
It's a good movie.
Okay.
It's surprisingly
Okay.
a good movie, like for a like
There we go.
scary
Here it is.
Halloween
Okay, so
movie.
it came out like
Christmas
a couple
movie.
years ago, right? Like,
Yeah, it's a solid film.
fucking
I've heard of
Jesus
it.
running
And
it
also,
or something?
none
What
of
is
us said
this
The
shit?
Grinch, which is
Oh, The
like
Grinch is great.
brutal because
The
that's
Grinch
the
is
best
great.
movie of all time.
Yeah.
But yes, this one is a horror Christmas film.
All right, so
But anyway,
we're getting off subject here, guys.
So
way
is
off
it-
subject.
Is there the pronunciation thing? It looks like
Oh,
Krampus.
Krampus. It's Krampus.
So I was saying it wrong.
Okay.
But yeah, dude. Yeah, you do something. You're either like a piece of shit family, or you make some weird wish, or you're just all jerks, and then Krampus
You know,
comes.
this is
and-
a movie that you don't watch on Christmas Eve with your family, probably the night before
Dude, that's-
Christmas.
I can't wait to watch it with my
Yeah.
2.5-year-old.
Kids won't wake up in the morning.
My kids, just like me, like I love horror films. My kids love horror films. So this is like,
Oh, they do?
It's actually like a Christmas tradition for us. We
Oh,
watch
okay.
fucking Krampus.
Yeah, so they're fired up about
Yeah,
it.
we love that thing. Christmas tradition, still can't say it right.
Yeah, whatever
But-
brings
Original Chris Farley, look at that.
Yep.
My facts are true.
So where do you guys stand though? January, let's just say you're walking down the streets January 9th and you see a nice lady walking down the street. She's eating a candy cane. What's your thoughts on that?
I put a thumbs down on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just also like, yeah, I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm
Well, it's
not-
also,
not
you
a
should
big
be starting
candy
a
cane
New Year's
guy myself.
resolution, and you shouldn't be fucking eating candy canes.
Also, I've
after
never
New Year's
seen somebody
resolution.
walking down the street eating a candy cane. That's like psychopath.
That's very
stuff.
true.
Psychopath
That's how you
shit.
die.
Imagine
You-
saying
yeah,
that's
there's
not
something-
around
That's like
Christmas.
you sharpen the
Yeah.
end of it. And
Right?
stab the
Candy canes
person
aren't
down
that
the
great
street.
to
That's the only
begin
thing you
with.
could be
Yeah.
doing. Yeah.
Well, you know what? If you did happen to have a candy cane mid-January and you did sharpen it, you could stab this person.
This is
okay?
this is a bad one, guys, because
You
this can
save
get out of
this.
hand.
You sharpen that candy cane, you save it till February. You want to know why? Because in February, someone's going to see you and be like, hey, Happy New Year's, bro.
We've put a cutoff on the
you-
Happy New Year.
Once February hits, do not tell me Happy New
No.
Year's.
Well,
When's
And-
Chinese
fuck
New
you.
Year? Isn't it in February?
I don't know. I am not Chinese.
Gung-Hei
Well,
Fat Choi?
yeah, is the
Can we
person
fact
Chinese
check?
or not?
When's Chinese New Year?
You know,
What if a
but
Chinese guy says
we're
Happy New
gonna
Year?
go by
don't
North
fucking tell me,
American
dude.
Standard New Year law.
I didn't say-
February 1st.
February
February
1st.
1st. All right.
Okay, so
God damn it. We got
damn.
So how long is that? And it has to be a
Look
Chinese
at
guy.
the brains on Brad over here.
Chinese guy.
It has to be Chinese guy.
I
Says
would just
it.
say be careful before you start.
Okay, so
getting
look,
shanked
if
with
a
the-
Chinese guy says
somebody
that to
says
me, I'll be
Happy
like, Happy New
Chinese.
Year
twice.
to
Yes.
you.
Or yeah, be careful.
If somebody says Happy Chinese New Year, fine. If they say Happy New Year and you could tell they're not
They have to
talking
say
about
Chinese New Year. Yeah, exactly.
And I want them to say it like Trump. Happy China New Year. That's how I'd like them to take that time and pronounce it, just so I can laugh. Is there anything more insane than China every time? It makes me laugh every time. He's kind of my favorite comedian going right
Yes.
yeah, he's
You
got
know,
great monologues when he does
yeah.
his
He
presidential
is
speech.
hilarious.
Guys
Like,
is
so I hope he runs again because I just want to watch the comedy show every day. He makes me laugh. His fucking timing is wonderful. China. If I could just. So anyway, if you're saying Happy Chinese New Year, good for you. If you're saying Happy America New Year, fuck off on February 1st. So there you go.
Look it. Yes. I like to rant about shit. Those were things. They were a little bit of stretches this time. I couldn't find anyone I really wanted to slap, so I thought for about 30 seconds, and that's what I came up with, okay?
We really tried hard on that.
That's just because I like to complain about stuff. And you know who else likes to complain about stuff, Jake?
Who?
And you know who else likes to just rant online?
Who?
Dirty Heads fans.
Oh, that's right. That brings us to Duddy's favorite. It really is this sick bastard, Duddy. This is his favorite part of the show. This is called Fan Watch, where Luke and we look around the internet for Dirty Head fans talking shit on the Dirty Heads. And it's not hard to find. And the funny thing is it's out there. And we like to try to find people talking shit on our guests too. And we could not find anything that we looked. We
must have deleted all.
Yeah, well, you have to have enough people that like your guests to talk shit on them.
Yeah. I've seen some though, for sure.
See, you guys are telling me the haters are out there. We just didn't see them, but there's plenty for the Dirty Heads, and they're quite visible. And we found in the Wicked and Wiley group on Facebook, the Dirty Head fan group, we found someone, and this is like
I just
laterally hating on the Dirty Heads.
Also, what's a Wicked and Wiley?
A Wicked and Wiley is just the name of like the fan group on Facebook for the Dirty Heads. It's been around for, I swear, 15 years, 20. I mean, it's been around forever.
So this is what I've been posting on this whole time?
Yes.
Right on.
So this person, this is even better. Because look, if someone says the Dirty Heads suck now, Duddy's like, whatever. But this person's shitting on someone that was a guest rapper on one of your songs. So this is more cringy for Duddy to deal with. This person, Jake Moncrief, geez, that's a name. He posts, and cool first name though, he posts, unpopular opinion, Bum Bum is better without the second verse from Villian Park.
Interesting.
But so Duddy.
You know what? This is the shit that pisses me off, Jake. You want to know why?
Why?
This is the shit that really gets to me. Oh. You want to know why?
Why?
You want to fucking know why?
Yep.
They're on the third verse, dude.
Oh!
You get the verse right, dude.
Learn how to count your verses.
Who's on the second verse? You or Jared?
Me.
I'm trying to think. Oh! He's like, that shit's way better
so
when
you're
Duddy.
Villian Park.
Was he talking shit on Duddy or on Bill Park?
We're talking shit on Jake. But here's the best part. Unpopular opinion is what Jake starts this all out with, but not so. It's actually rather split down the middle. So I took a snapshot of the first 4 comments, but that is a microcosm of the entire comment section because it's like half and half. The first commenter, Tara Chevalier, I would assume her last name is.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with you on your unpopular opinion. And I am cleaning up the grammar for Tara. She cannot write correctly. I love it. And it looks like looks like most do as well. So you are correct on that part, but this is when she gets all philosophical. But honestly, music's everything to everyone, and if you like it, you like it. But she's saying, I agree with your opinion. The next commenter, Charlie Colt, says, I swear I think this every time I hear this song. She wrote "son," but I'll clean it up for her.
Oh, I thought
every
she was
time I hear
getting
this,
gangster with
yeah,
us.
me too.
I was like,
I thought
damn.
too.
Oh, maybe she was. Maybe
every time I hear this,
That's exactly what I thought too.
But here's what she writes: Jared and Duddy friggin' kill it. She wrote friggin'. She wrote that
weird. We get it.
Yeah.
Look it. This is
Give a
one
C
of
and a
those
K in
where
there at least.
this isn't even cringy because this is just to each their own. Some people are gonna like some shit and some people aren't.
Who's that? Dustin Miller? Good name, good response.
Look at that, Duddy M.
Good name, good response.
Hey, I personally think that Villian Park, by the way, it's 2 people. It's 2 guys rapping. But I thought they did a great job. I thought their verse was pretty dope. And a lot of people thought it was dope. I'm sure there's a lot of people that fucking listen to the second verse, which is me, Jake. And they probably go, this sucks. Like there's probably like one person. Maybe not, but I get it. This is like, how do you even respond to that? Like,
I know, there's not much you can say.
You either like it or you don't like it.
Well,
I thought they did a great job.
It's Tara and Charlie.
Yes, of course.
Whatever it is, yeah.
I mean, if anybody is gonna, I'm gonna trust anyone. It's someone who can't count to 2 or 3, Jake.
Seriously.
Oh man, your math skills. Oh no, this one's good. So you're right, Duddy. You know what? Light work right there.
That was light work.
You did light fucking work. But don't get all cocky because we have something else. This is the part of the fan watch segment that we call 1-star search. You guys remember Star Search? Mm-hmm. This is 1-star search, where we search for 1-star reviews of the Dirty Heads. Now we found
this is a great category.
This is
by the way.
great.
I love this.
We found actually this time Luke found this one. It's a 2-star review, but it is fucking brutal. So Luke, scroll up and let me read this to Duddy.
Have you seen this before?
I haven't
Before
seen
this
this
review?
review.
I want you to start crying, dude.
This
Grab
is
another
their-
vodka soda or not.
Yeah, poor got shot.
This is by ZPD1229, and this is their review of the Swim Team album.
Ooh, the whole thing.
album. And it says, it's first of all, it's titled Depressing.
But his opinion on the Swim Team album makes so much sense, right?
Really, or hers, I don't know. But let's see. This first line's heavy, Duddy. Is it bad that I wonder how their moms feel about this nonsense?
Hidden home.
Talking about my mom
Yeah.
too there, bitch. It's depressing.
Jake's
watching-
mom too, man.
Yeah. It's depressing watching my favorite band go downhill. I'll always be a fan, but for now, it's back to 311 and Sublime with Rome. Hope they eventually make a comeback with
Why
what
can't
they're
it just
amazing
be all
at.
3? You can only like 2 bands.
You can't only love like 2 bands at a time. At least, yeah.
One of our favorite things that people say about you, Duddy. Eventually they'll make a comeback to what they're amazing at. Reggae!
Yeah, reggae in all caps.
Yeah, like you
3 exclamation
Yeah,
points.
sick, bro.
Excuse me, if you're going to write the word reggae out, can you please put it in red, gold, and green letters?
Yeah, have some
At the
respect.
very least,
Or
yeah.
at
it
least
has
put
to
the-
be at least.
At least put the heart emoji colors after it. This sounds more gangster than anything. She said it sounds
It sounds more
gangster.
Yeah,
than
son.
Not
anything.
even gangster, but gangsta.
Yeah.
Gangsta. You
Then
sound
anything.
gangsta.
Then
More
anything?
gangsta.
Like even more than like NWA and shit?
We need
Like,
we need to message this person here.
Like beach hood kids, I
Oh,
guess.
and then
yeah.
Bring back the Irie vibes. Okay.
Yeah, bring back.
Yeah.
But before that, he, she, or they, them, they went on to attack. They said, whoever gave them 5 stars are definitely DH newbies. Oh, wow! Attacking the 5-star givers. I always love that, Duddy, because your first album has a lot of stuff that's not reggae too. So I don't know
so
how you guys
good.
are
No,
always
actually-
such a roots band.
I'm gonna cut you off right here. Me and Casey love Insomnia.
Oh,
the Dirty
hell yeah.
Heads.
That's a dope
and
one.
as everyone knows, if you listen to that, you definitely are like, this is a dope reggae
That
track.
is one of my
Yes.
favorite Dirty Heads songs.
Also, a dope You Can't Sleep track.
Yes.
Or,
I can't sleep.
Reasons.
That one hits me deep, and I love that one.
This is great because she ends it with "Bring back the Irie vibes," and when I see Irie vibes, I can just think, is that the name of a reggae festival?
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be a band festival.
I mean, I hope it's your next album, Irie
Oh,
Vibes.
dude,
or
yeah,
else,
Bring
like,
back
I'm
the
not
Irie
gonna
vibes.
listen to it.
No, it's that whole last sentence is the name of our next album.
Bring back the Irie Vibes.
Bring
Oh,
back the Irie
yeah,
Vibes.
yeah,
Yeah.
that makes so much sense.
It's
Well,
just
actually,
so
Luke
funny.
just told me Irie Vibes they're going to be in studio in 3 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah,
I thought that was Irie Roots.
Well, them too.
That them as well.
yeah,
okay.
Creation Roots. Yeah, yeah.
We do
So-
have a band coming in next week, and I love their name so much because it threw me off. Now they're called Urban Life, and here's the story with this band, and they're rad. They're going to be on this show next week. So Duddy and Rome have their own podcast where it's kind of a talent show. The winner of the first season for that talent show is a band, Urban Life. So Duddy's like, dude, we're going to have the band that won the Rome and Duddy show on this show. And I'm psyched because what a cool thing. And I think it's Urban Life. Urban. And I'm urban, I live in the urban area. And I'm like,
The urban area.
I'm an urban,
Suburban
fella.
area.
There you go.
Or lady.
Suburban.
Suburban. No. Urban.
Yeah.
Herbalife.
They're from an
Suburb with an H.
urban
Yes.
territory.
Yes.
Right. So I think it's in my mind, I'm like, how the
Right.
fuck has no one named their band Urban Life? Like this new band got that name, and then I look. It's urban like herbs. Like I'm
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
urban.
Yeah.
in
I would
life,
imagine
and-
so, yeah.
Urban.
I
yeah.
thought it was the other one, gang. All right, just me. That was
I think I know what you're talking about.
Well, this
cut
one
that
is
out in
funny, and
post.
this one is just like it's. And you know what? This goes really good from the last one, where it's like, well, that's just your opinion. I can't tell you that you shouldn't be able to not like that album, but Swim Team is actually one of our more popular albums. Like a lot of people really enjoyed that one. We've never been like a reggae band. Yes, we have some reggae influences, and yes, we do have some reggae tracks, but we have a lot of other shit as well. So like whenever we get the go back to your reggae roots, I'm always just like, well, like the first 5 songs we wrote, there was like no reggae. It was just like a couple little guitar riffs, and we just rapped.
Yeah, I always love it. But somehow in people's mind, the fantasy of early Dirty Heads, I guess you guys were like super I don't remember that.
You were.
I will say this though.
Yeah.
I will say this.
Like Insomnia has no reggae in it at all
that first album
whatsoever.
has zero
reggae. It's straight up hip hop.
Yeah, go listen to which is on that first album. I don't know, Hip Hop Misfits.
They are
zero reggae.
They are constantly accused of needing to go back to the reggae roots.
That's what it's supposed to be called.
Check the level, zero fucking reggae. Antelope,
Check the
zero.
reggae.
Got no time,
We got it.
I can go on for days. But it's funny because I think that a lot of it kind of goes down like this. Like reggae, yes, has been around for a long time. And there was like really, if for someone who doesn't listen to reggae, someone from the States, like it doesn't really, they knew Bob Marley. Like growing up when we were in high school, right? You knew Bob Marley, and you probably didn't know anyone else. Maybe you would be like, oh, UB40, of course, reggae.
Yes.
Like that was what reggae was to 90% of the population out here. It was just like, that's all they know for reggae. Then there was Sublime. And even Sublime gets categorized as a reggae band. They're not a reggae band. They did like punk rock shit. They were reggae rock.
We have issues with the same thing.
Yeah, but it's like a lot of people
no, not even.
that they just recently really started getting into reggae through this California reggae scene of Slightly Stupid, and then or Sublime and Stupid, and then Pepper, and then the Dirty Heads and all this stuff. It's reggae. It's reggae. We're listening to reggae music, and it's like ish.
Red, gold, green,
right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like they just think you need to be reggae again. It's like we were never really reggae.
No, I know.
We're in this new form of music where it's like, yes, we are influenced by reggae, but we are not a reggae band. And we've said it a million times. So for this person then to be like, go back to your roots and you're a noob, it's like, well, if you haven't heard us say that we're not a reggae band, then you're the noob.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. I gotta ask you, when a fan does ask you about your genre or whatever, what do you tell them?
Honestly, I just say we just write music that we enjoy.
Okay.
Whatever we feel like writing at that time, we just write it. We never sit down and go, let's write this type of song.
Because people will ask us what genre are you guys?
Yeah.
And
that's a tough one.
Before I would say reggae, and then the people would be like Bob Marley reggae?
You're like,
no, not even close. So
Yeah.
I just switch to I just say alternative.
Yeah, we
now.
say
We're an alternative band.
If I don't want to get into it at all, I just say we're an alternative band.
Alternative
I've heard
reggae,
Jared
rock,
say that a lot
hip-hop.
too. He'll be like, "We're an alternative band." 'Cause
Yeah,
there's a lot of
go-to, and that's what
bands
Sublime
in the scene
was,
where it's hard to describe them. It's like,
exactly.
I'm doing really
'Cause you
5
say-
different things all the time.
You say reggae and you think of Bob Marley. It's like, well, we're
It's
not.
like, we're not doing the one drop.
Yeah,
Well,
you guys
throw
are
it in there
very
every
similar
now
to
and then?
them, and
Sure.
how the hell do you
Yes.
explain you too?
Yes, exactly.
You
But it
know?
goes to Dirty Heads and Catastro. We have
Yes.
the same
Yep.
kind of vibe.
Yep, so it's all there. But here, you know what? And the final thing is, it was sort of a gangster sounding album according to them, and it was very well received in the urban community. All right, bringing it back around full circle.
You got anything more for me?
I
No,
need
that's
something
it. Well,
else.
Luke keeps scrolling down. Is it good, Luke? Yo, well then we're not gonna go check it. Luke keeps scrolling down like he's got another hitter for us, but it was a 3-star, which is getting that's way too many stars for this segment. It really is. Yeah. So that one's not gonna happen. So no, we're good to go, Duddy. We did it. So what we're gonna do is go into song 2. And then the sponsors, and then we got Q&A for you guys. But what song do you want to do second for everybody?
Let's go with California Cowboy. Let's do it.
All right.
Looking at your reflection from an ocean view, I escape from all the thoughts inside. I do. This overwhelmed conscience no clear state of mind. I get lost inside the world that I design to clear my mind. I move on off all the afterglow. I don't feel it on no radio, and my surroundings help me break away. I'm a California castaway. Find your obsession to make you dream about everything you wish that you could see. It's alright there, but nothing's in line. Why do we stand by and wait for us to find what clears our minds? I move on off all the afterglow. I don't feel it on no radio, and my surroundings help me break away. I'm a California castaway. So why do I feel so wrong? I'm crashing this wave into you, but I still feel gone. And I just wanna know why I try. Every breath that I hold in, without you I'm broken. Vision a world somewhere I belong. And I move on off all the afterglow. I don't feel it on no radio, and my surroundings help me break away. I'm a California castaway, and why I still try when I don't know why. I'll find some time. Can I clear my mind? Why I still try when I don't know why. I'm a California castaway.
All right, we are back. We do have one more song we're going to play a little later here from the boys, but before that, we are going to get into some Q&A. These Q&A questions, they do come from our Patreon members, so if you do want a chance to ask us some questions that we'll answer on the show, you can go over to patreon.com/feeling good with Duddy. You can sign up there. It is $5 a month, but you do get a lot of fun stuff. We do 4 extra episodes a month over there. We do guitar tutorials for Dirty Head tracks, and you get a chance to ask me and Jake and the bands we have in questions that we will answer right here. And we already have answered a bunch of these questions on our Monday morning show that we do for Patreon. So we've got a few more here. We're going to get into it.
Questions. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ask us any question you want.
And the first one is from Justin Palmer. And he wants to know what everyone's favorite Yasad Williams story is. If you don't know who Yasad is, he is the drummer from Pepper. And he's also one of the guys that runs their label, Law.
Yes, which is grateful enough to help us
Yasad
out with our music.
Yasad is the man.
Yes.
You want to tell the story?
Yeah, well, so I guess our story begins. So it was our first time meeting Yi or Yasad down in Hermosa Beach to before I even signed the contract, this is a meet and greet to see how this thing works or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so me and Dustin were super nervous. Obviously, because Pepper's a band we've listened to.
They've been our biggest idols forever.
Yeah, right. And so we get nervous and we're all right, well, let's get some fucking drinks. I don't know.
We're definitely need a couple beers to talk to this guy.
Freaking out, and we're like, all right, like Pepper. Last time I saw him on stage, red Solo cups everywhere. Those guys were slamming them down. So we're like, awesome.
Yeah.
And so we get to lunch with Yasad, and me and Nora, I ordered a beer or something like that. And we were looking at the drink menu, it's like kombucha. I'm like, who the fuck would get a kombucha at lunch? Like sack up and get a beer. And Dustin's like, yeah, what pussy? Who would ever get a kombucha?
Kombucha's good and all, but I'm like, all right, what a fucking pussy. Let's get beers at lunch.
Beer.
Some real alcohol content.
This is a big opportunity for us too. We're gonna get a beer and have a good time.
You're trying to look cool.
Exactly.
We're gonna have a big beer.
The reward our, drinking, it's Pepper. Pepper will get.
We're gonna think we're cool.
They're gonna
Yeah.
drink with us, dude.
We walked in and they had kombuchas. They're not signing you, right? Yeah, this is
If
Pepper.
I ordered kombucha, I wouldn't get signed, dude.
Yeah,
Exactly.
100%. So I was like, yeah, I'll take a tall IPA. Give me a double
strongest
IPA.
one.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck it was.
Give me some empty shot glasses. I'm just gonna knock them over so it looks like we drank those.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then Yasad goes, yeah, I'll take the kombucha. We just felt like such jackasses,
In my mind, I just
dude.
pictured the record contract. Yes, that thing is gone. What a bunch of jerk offs.
That is
Fuck
funny.
these stupid kids who wasted my time.
No
No,
one
and
will
then
do a
also,
show
like-
with you guys
Yeah.
and you find out it was some
You know what?
kombucha
At
shit
a
you
business
guys
meeting
said.
too, any type of business meeting, you got to kind of feel it out. If they order a beer, then you can order a beer. But if you order a beer first, you look like a jackass.
Yeah, and nobody else orders a beer.
Yeah, if you're the you're
They're
the only one who
Jesus,
orders
it's
a
11
beer.
in the afternoon, man.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
either the coolest dude that they all want to party with or a loser. Huh? They're all
Yeah.
like, beer? Yeah, beer's around.
Wow,
or
that guy's a
It's like,
man,
yeah, well, I
dude.
got to drive home, and you guys don't have to drive back to Santa Barbara, but you're.
Yeah.
you can't trust these kids.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, I don't have any crazy Assad stories. Like you said, he's sober now, and he's. I don't have any where he did something wild or crazy, but
I'm sure he used to be a fucking
I'm sure he
menace,
did
but
before we were hanging. But I do love when he was on our podcast. He's from Hawaii, and we just were such assholes. We were every 10 minutes, I would break out some different snack. I had Hawaiian rolls hidden behind the TV over here. I pulled those out. I was like, "You hungry, dude?" And then I had under the table, I snanked out. I had chocolate covered macadamia nuts, and then fucking midway through the show, no joke, I had Domino's guy came in with a Hawaiian pizza. Just opened it into the studio.
Yeah,
I'm never coming back here, guys.
But,
and we actually put up all of those old episodes on our YouTube page now, so you can go back and you can watch us do all that to Yasad Williams on. He was episode 3, 4,
He was
5.
one of
He
the-
was very early.
one of the first
Maybe
ones,
even
yeah.
episode 2. I don't know. But all right, so
He's a legend.
that's
Yes.
a funny story. That's more of a crazy you guys story, but perfect.
yeah, right. It's
Yeah.
more of us being
Yeah.
jerks. But so you saw it as an ace. We do love him, and he's
Of
the
course,
best.
yes.
And we owe him many things.
It's good when
So,
everybody
yeah.
loves him.
And kombucha's great.
He is the nicest guy I've ever met.
I have come around to kombucha.
You offended Yasad and kombucha.
Yeah.
So way to go, boys.
Mark,
Two birds
who's
with
your
one
Daddy
stone.
Plante says, question for all. What is the biggest challenge you face as a band or musician? I mean, we've gotten asked this one quite a few times, but yeah, anything from you guys? Anything that really stands out to you?
I guess trying to believe in yourself. I mean, honestly,
Straight up,
That's a great
most
answer.
people
really.
don't.
The downside is extreme.
Yeah, everyone thinks oh, it's so much fun. It's
Yeah.
fuck, dude, I don't know. It's so hard to keep your head above water and think that you have a chance at it and what you're doing is great. And
Downside
stuff
of the competition, it's definitely extreme on your mental health.
because you can't be cocky.
Yeah.
So it's you can't be a cocky dick, but you
No.
have to have some sort of self-confidence, and it's
You gotta believe in yourself. At the same time, you don't believe in
have
yourself.
to.
Yeah.
And you gotta find one. Yeah.
Well, and it's there's no guarantees in music.
No.
And you have to fucking really believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And you got to go all in with it or it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So sometimes going all in might lead you into your mid 30s or whatever. And the next thing you know,
Yeah.
you're like, shit, that didn't really work out.
Yeah.
Now what?
Well,
You know? So it's-
from my point, writing a bunch of songs and I came from Boston to California and met these guys. I'm like, hey, trust me, this will work. But that's the gnarliest fucking
Yeah.
pressure of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, Casey, this is gonna work out. But if it doesn't, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
Well, in this time in particular, it's tough because the holiday season is the fucking worst time to be a musician because you got to look every family member in the eye and say, yep, I'm still playing the drums and I'm in a band and I want to be a musician, you know? And
like, it's,
yeah.
you obviously have people that believe in you because you guys are good. Like you're to a point where you know you guys are good. You're not sitting at home
Thank
going,
you.
"We suck." But even as good as you, it's obvious. You guys
Thank you.
heard the songs.
Yeah.
Talent is there. Same with the Dirty Heads, duh. But even at your level, Duddy, and at the biggest level, right? You'll listen to your song. You'll write a new song and you love it, and you in your mind you're like, everyone's gonna love this song. And then the next day you can hear your own song again and go, is anyone gonna like this song? It's like such
Do
a
I even
fucking
like
mind.
this song?
I
Yeah.
even
The
like.
amount
I
of songs
loved
I
it
scrap.
yesterday.
Yeah.
It's so weird, and you just want people to like your shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can't control that.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people nowadays because I'm older now, and I did the whole tried my hardest, mid-30s. Just went, dude, I'm not gonna write a hit right now, and then I went and became a barber and all that. But I tell people now, I'm like, you cannot control if anyone will like any of your songs.
Absolutely.
Write the song.
Yes.
You like it, put it out, and you have fucking zero control.
I
if
totally
anyone's-
agree with you on that because you're gonna sit on it for hours and worry about what other people think. It's like, no, to fuck it. Just like, if you like it, put it out.
Once it's there,
That's the
yeah,
biggest thing.
you critique your songs and make them best, but just know for the songwriters and stuff, like you have no control.
Yep.
You don't know what song's gonna blow up or if it ever
Yeah,
will.
exactly.
So do your fucking
And you
best.
can't
to
write
make
a
sure
song
you're
to
loving
like
it.
be like, oh, this is gonna blow up. It just will never work. It'll
Yes.
never work that
Nope.
way.
And how many times do you hear it where the band's all, that was the last song, that was our most hated song
On the record,
That's
yeah,
what blew
yeah.
us up.
Yeah,
Or whatever,
exactly.
you know?
Yeah, we almost didn't release that one. You know, like that's always how it is.
You know?
My
Yeah.
favorite song on our records normally is the one that like doesn't really get any attention.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Yeah, same.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Great
totally agree.
question though, because
Yeah.
you guys probably, there's a bunch of musicians that listen to this, you know, and they're going to be able to go, all right, they're all feeling the same way I do.
Yeah.
One minute you're thinking, hey, I might be pretty good, and the next day you're
Yeah.
like, am I even good at all? Like, ugh, that's
Ugh.
music.
Yeah.
Enjoy,
Yeah,
everyone.
don't quit your
Lose
day
some
job.
sleep. Yes,
Enjoy.
that would
Don't
help.
quit your day job. For
That
sure.
is music.
Do it because you love it, and make sure you love the song and
Yeah.
put it out.
All right, here we go. This one's from Bruce Strawn, and he says, first or favorite experience with shrooms?
Ooh, first or favorite? One of you guys got to take this first.
I mean, we've talked about this many a times on here as well.
I have
We've
a
had this
favorite,
question asked, but like, I used to every year, maybe it was from like 19 to like 24 or 25 for like 5 or 6 years in a row. Me and a couple of buddies, we'd go up to Kernville up in the mountains and we would camp and we would just take mushrooms and we would just wander through the mountains.
So fun.
And it was just the best time.
You got to
Just
be like in the
amazing.
wilderness, like
in the wilderness with the
camping.
right
It's-
people.
Turn your phone off. It's the best.
It's
time.
the best time in the world.
I have a time that I think was probably the best. So this was a group of friends of mine, and a buddy of mine lived in a neighborhood that had a park. A park was right in the middle of this neighborhood. So it's nighttime. We all did mushrooms and we walked over to the park. And the park is ours.
Yeah.
You know, you can see this. There's no one in the park.
The park
It's
is ours.
fucking 11 at night. The park is ours, boys.
The park is ours.
We're in the park. We roll up. I mean, it's like a sandbox, kids' toys.
Yeah.
And we just, now that I think about it, we probably just laid in cat shit and pit.
Yeah.
We laid in the sandbox, like, whatever, snow angel style.
Seems beautiful at the time.
The park was ours. And we were looking into the sky and we could see all the stars. It was a clear summer night and the mushrooms really worked. So, dude, I mean, they fucking worked, bro. And we were moving the stars.
yeah.
I was moving the stars with my eye. I was just like, I could like manipulate.
Little Dipper, Big Dipper, Medium Dipper.
We were all just laying there going, dude, the fucking star. I have no
Yeah.
idea how long we laid in the park. I hope that people
Could have
were
been 5
watching
minutes.
us.
Could have been 3 hours.
Yeah,
For sure someone was watching you.
I like to think that there was people going, oh my. And they would have heard us too.
Yeah.
Dude, are you? Yeah, we laid in the park for hours, man. It was great.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Anything
And
from
yeah, you
y'all?
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess I have one. So, I mean, I'd done them a couple times, and then, like Duddy said, through like woods, hiking, like camping, that was the best way to do it. Turn off
Yeah.
your phone, whatever. So when we thought we got all cocky, we thought we were comfortable with them, and then we do it in my buddy's basement with the parents upstairs.
oh,
No.
So, we're, I think, freshman or sophomore in high school, it's just me and my other buddy, and there's 5 of us, just us 2 do them. I don't know fucking why we did. So all of a sudden he starts having a bad trip, and we like bring him outside, and you know, this is like the worst experience I've ever had. Bring him outside, like try to calm him down, and that he's not calming down. And at this point I'm like, well, I can't see him at a bad trip because then I'll have a bad trip, whatever. So my buddies decided, the high school buddies, you don't know how it is, just puts him upstairs in a room isolated by himself in the dark, which is the worst thing you could ever do for someone on mushrooms. Let's just put him away, like in a jail cell.
Now you're just in your mind.
Like, he ends up an hour later getting out, going into my buddy's mom's like room.
No.
She was like, single at the time, wakes her up and goes, I'm tripping on mushrooms. I need help. And luckily, my friend's mom, this mom is the coolest. Like she would let us like smoke weed in the basement, whatever. She was the coolest. This is the first time with psychedelics. So he wakes her up, says, I am tripping on mushrooms. I need help. And if it was any other mom, it would be like a disaster. The police would be called and like all this shit. So I remember her, she was so cool, calming him down. And so finally he like went to bed or whatever, and she's walking down the stairs. And like I could hear like her footsteps, boom, boom, like echoing. Like I knew she was coming, and she knew it was me, you know. And I remember she looks over, like I'm sitting on the couch. She looks over at me and goes, "So how are you feeling?" And I was just like, "I'm good." And she just starts smiling, and it was just like she was like super pretty too. She was like the hottest mom ever. And I was just like, "I love you. Like, thank you so much for not telling my parents."
How are you feeling? Horny?
Yeah. I love you so much.
That could have been the worst thing ever.
But the worst thing is, don't put your friend in an isolated room in the dark if he's on mushrooms. That's the bottom line of the story.
Oh, Jesus. And other thing, if you have a super hot mom who's single, don't put your friends upstairs near your hot single mom.
Yeah, she was my dream for a long time.
All right, what we got? We got like one more, and then we're gonna jump out of here into another track by Cydeways. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show so far. This last one comes from the Shroomstress, and she says, Cydeways, I love your version of Let's Get Stoned on the house that Bradley built. How cool was it working on that project?
It was super cool. I mean, before I knew what the project was, the GM of Law Records, Paul, who put it all together, he asked us to do a Sublime cover, and I had no idea what it was for. And I was like, yeah, sure. And then me and my guitar player, Jeremy, we just kind of busted it out together and with our producers and picked Let's Go Get Stoned, because I thought it was just, I always loved that song. Yeah. And it wasn't like a Santeria or what I got, and like
not one everyone would expect you to do.
Exactly. Yeah. And it was super cool. And then eventually they were like, yeah, we're putting this on this whole record. And I was like, oh wow, I had no idea. I was like, I wish I tried a little harder on it, but
no, it sounds great though. Yeah, it came out awesome.
His girlfriend bought the vinyl, so she supported the cause.
Nice.
We didn't get anything for free.
Yeah.
We own it.
And now we hang it on our wall.
That's awesome.
Yeah, super cool. But yeah, go support that record. It's really cool. There's so many bands on it, and it's pretty rad.
Yep. Get that record, support that. Support these guys, Cydeways. Spring, possibly summer with Dirty Heads. It's in the talks.
It's summer with Dirty Heads for sure.
Album coming out, and no name on the album yet. This is all
actually we went self-titled. Our first record.
Nice.
We just couldn't think of a name, so we're gonna go self-titled. First record with Law Records, and it's killer. And we have production from Dave from the Dirty Heads.
We got features we're stoked about.
We have G Love's on it. We have Kaleo. A bunch of good people on it.
Yeah,
so,
sweet.
Yes.
And it's some of our best work. Some of our best work for sure. And we're really excited about it. So
fuck, I'm excited about it.
Stoked.
And I'm excited about this too. What's this next song you guys are going to play before we get out of here?
Take Flight.
Take Flight.
Take Flight is one we have left.
That is right.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys again so much for coming.
Yes, with that sweet sample.
Yes. Yes, that is it.
Oops, I just kicked over the heater, so this place will burn down momentarily. But before that, Take Flight, and thank you guys so much.
Hey, thank you guys for having us again.
The hat trick, boys, and we'll have you guys back anytime, of course.
No, we had such a good time. Thank you guys.
Yeah, man.
So much fun. Every time.
Right on, let's get into it. Take Flight. Enjoy. You.
roadblocks, they don't keep me sane. When I'm with you, now I feel no pain. Backseat, hanging in a beach lot, tied down like I'm in a love knot. Moonlight shining down from above, and tell me how did I get your love? My feelings deep, speaking off the top, keep falling like a heavy raindrop. So let me tell you everything. You love the vibe I bring. Holding on, we can keep this tight, and I'm feeling right, yeah. You don't even need to ask for more. Never feeling like I'm far offshore. Holding on, we can keep this tight, and we taking flight, taking flight. I'll admit, I'll confess, get this love off my chest. Acting different, always knew you were much better than the rest. Make a wish, be my guest. You're the drug inside my head. It's not difficult to realize I'll help you kill the stress. Say, the sun will keep on shining day after day, just like your eyes that never look away from the horizon. All alone upon an island, put our love on autopilot. We never stop smiling.